first ever official reaction from the Government of India to Vodafone's legal notice. Law Minister Salman Khurshid asserts it's not a battle of wits or ego with the British telecom giant. He says India has no intention to make Vodafone unnecessarily uncomfortable, but he says the country cannot become a tax haven as well. ET-Now's policy editor Supriya Srinath caught up with him and began by asking him on the government's next move.
This is a matter of some complexity because the notice itself indicates that they are aware that retrospectivity to some extent is upheld in Indian law by the Supreme Court, by the High Courts, to some extent. The contours of that, of course, have to be clarified from case to case. It's directly concerned with the Ministry of Finance because it talks about the finance bill. The finance bill is before Parliament, is property of Parliament, and therefore to say anything on it, even in terms of what we can possibly reply to the notice, I think would be inappropriate. We'll wait for the Finance Ministry to take a call.
Is Vodafone's notice a little premature considering the finance bill still hasn't been passed and the action released to avert that bill being passed?
Well, it's curious, it's interesting, but they must have been advised. They must have some objective in issuing the notice now. I'm sure that Vodafone are not inclined to close all doors for their business in this country. They have major investment in this country. They have a welcome investment in this country. We don't want them to feel unnecessarily uncomfortable in our country, but the law and the public interest that we have to protect as a government has to be kept in mind before we take any decision. And surely the decision that was taken by the Finance Ministry was a thoughtful, considered decision. In circumstances of a notice being issued, what reply we will give, what position we will take, I'll only be able to say that once the Finance Ministry...
You've been a champion of foreign investment as well, and the fact is that Vodafone has raised a huge hue and cry, but UK, that is battling for Vodafone, has had many retrospective tax legislations. Aren't you at this stage looking to point a finger at, the UK establishment as well?
We don't want to point any fingers. This is not a battle of wits or a battle of egos. We want a good, attractive investment climate in our country, but we don't want to make a country into a tax haven. I think that's pretty clear.